Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, today from Disney and Hasbro. We are featuring Star Wars Ahsoka Tano. Okay, so today is March 3rd, 2024. I bought this figure recently at my local Walmart. This line of action figures has been around for a couple of weeks now. Initially, when the line first came out, I didn't see the whole assortment. I think I only saw maybe like Mando and maybe like Sabine, or was it Bo-Katan? I can't remember. But recently, my Walmart had the entire assortment, and I was looking at some of the figures, and with the price point at under $10, I couldn't resist, and I grabbed a couple. The Ahsoka one, I think, is probably my favorite of the lot. I think she's incredibly well detailed, especially for a budget action figure. The presentation looks very clean. She comes with both her sabers, and the card back I think is very nice also. I love how they're using like illustrations as opposed to photography. Contrasted against the white background, I think it's very striking and very eye-catching when it's on the shelf. On the back, Ahsoka Tano. Once a Jedi Knight, Ahsoka Tano now forges her own path in the galaxy. And it's cool. I like this a lot. Now, these budget figures, they're nowhere near in the same league as the Vintage Collection. With the Vintage Collection, you're getting a much more premium product with better paint application, more accessories, better detail, and, of course, increased articulation with better range of motion. But I feel that for what these figures are, you know, they're priced to be affordable. Even though they only feature 5 points of articulation, for me, it's kind of a nice callback to the old Kenner and Hasbro toys from yesterday. And I think they're just overall excellent play pieces, especially if you have little ones. I think kids will just eat these figures up. And we have Ahsoka Tano, as portrayed by actress Rosario Dawson. Nice looking action figure. The paint application is surprisingly clean on the tendrils on her headdress, or her head. The facial markings are alright, although the ones on the cheeks look to be a little sloppy on one side, but it's not that bad. All the detailing and sculpting is really well done. There's some texturing on her pant legs, as you can see. Subtle texturing on her inside uniform. I love the folds and wrinkles and the wrappings on her arm sleeves. They look great. And it looks fantastic. Beautiful looking action figure. And she comes with her two colorless lightsabers. She has the short saber and then her standard longer saber right there. As for the figure itself, again, nicely produced. You know, you're looking at an action figure that's under $10. Again, this is not in the same league as the Vintage Collection, but I think for what it is and for its specified demographic, I think it's perfect. The articulation, her head moves, arms move. Unfortunately, there is no waist swivel, and then the legs are articulated to kick up and down. If you happen to be from my generation, and if you grew up on the old Kenner action figures and the Power of the Force, I think you're going to feel very much at home with this action figure. You know, this feels like a much more classic-inspired action figure than the stuff we get nowadays, which isn't a bad thing. You know, like I said, you know, this is really aimed more so at children. But I think if you're an older collector, you know, of course the Vintage Collection is going to be a much more superior figure, but this, for me, really hits close to home. You know, this feels like one of the toys I grew up on. Here she is next to the Luke. So you can recreate that one scene, you know, when she's talking to Luke. And then here's Mando. So the line overall, I think it's fantastic. I kind of wish they gave a broader range of characters. You know, the characters they do provide right now are very centric to what's going on in Disney Plus, which isn't bad. But there's a part of me that kind of wishes they would give us some of the more deep cut characters. But, you know, those aren't going to be as profitable as, like, the core evergreen characters of the Star Wars brand. So, yeah. Awesome, awesome set of figures. All right, so let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.